What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel.
I feel like every time you say that, I gotta bob my head or I get excited or something. It just give me energy or something. I don't know. It just give me something I didn't have before we hit record.
She's never ready.
I'm not. So I just be having to get in there where I can fit in.
Alright guys, y'all know what it is. I got my drink. So y'all already know what's about to happen. Cocktails with Chris and Chips. Y'all ready? Today we got a very special game. We actually met with the owners, the creators of this when we actually got it. So this is something interesting. We're excited to play. I think we talked about this on one of our vlogs when we picked it up. So
y'all, we got this game like a month ago.
We did.
And we're just getting around to it.
So we're going to play Last Couple Standing. So there's supposed to be a quarantine edition in here if you don't have any couples to play with. So hopefully that really is in here. That way we can play this game for y'all. If not, we are black and we are going to make up our own rules.
Improvise.
And go from there. So this joint is nice and crisp. I don't even want to open it.
Y'all know card games is like me and Chris thing.
Yeah, that's what we do. If it's a deck in there, we going to play.
Okay.
We don't play spades.
Chris don't play spades. I know how to play. I don't have who to play with.
Yeah, I don't play. I know how to play. I just don't play. Alright. Rules and instructions. Is it? Okay, it's a few rules in here.
Okay.
Okay, it is a quarantine pack. So they got the challenge deck and the no couple is safe quarantine pack. So I don't know how good y'all can see that. I think y'all can see that pretty good.
So the requirements. While playing this game, you must be open, honest, and ready for a good time. How many couples can play?
Oh, it's 3 decks.
2 to 4 couples can play. Each couple is a team. The object of the game. The goal of the game is to be the last couple standing. Ask one person on another team a question you think they wouldn't answer, resulting in a stump. When a team gets 3 stumps, they're eliminated. The surviving team wins. So, a stump card. A stump card is given to a team when they refuse to answer a question or time runs out. In the case of same time cards, a stump card is given if a team doesn't say the same thing at the same time. If you're eliminated, just sit back and instigate while the last couple standing emerges. How to not get stumped? Answer the damn questions. That's exactly what it says. So I got a few different cards in here. Specialty cards. These cards are designated to keep everyone as honest as possible and add some spice. Please note that you cannot stack these cards or use one of these cards against one that has already been used. A challenge card. One challenge card is given to each team at the beginning of the game and can only be used once. Any team can use this card at any time during the game if they feel like an opponent isn't answering truthfully. The person being challenged must pick a question from the challenge deck and answer it. If the accused chooses not to answer the challenge question, they only stumped one is issued. Then only one stump card is issued. Game plays resume in its normal order. Plead the fifth. It is exactly what it says. You guys, so we're going to play the quarantine deck.
So you just pick a card?
Yeah, because we're not going to open these. Hopefully we can get with some other couples soon and we can actually play the full game. But since it's just Chris and I, we are going...
questions on some of these.
Yeah. Were you not listening to none of the rules?
I wasn't listening to the rules.
I just read rules for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. I was trying to open the box.
So we're going to play the quarantine edition. Yeah, I feel like I'm about to win this game because Chris didn't listen to none of the rules I just read. But we're going to do the quarantine edition. Hopefully we can get with at least one other couple soon and we can play the actual game and record for you all. But I guess for the stump, it said if you get 3 stump cards, then you're out.
Oh, so we should shuffle?
2, 3, 4. But it's only 5. So I guess whoever gets 3 first is out. Yeah, because then that'll be the tiebreaker. Okay. Yeah, one of these questions when they were like pretty much telling us about a game at the mall or whatever, they handed us one of the cards, and one of the questions was, what's one of your spouse's ugliest friends? And I was looking at Chris like, what's the answer? Because I don't have no ugly friends. All my friends bad. So what's the answer? Starting the game. If this is your first time playing, we recommend shuffling the base cards thoroughly. The couple that has been together the longest deal 5 card questions and 1 challenge card to each team.
Oh.
The remaining cards will be placed in the center of the table for teams to draw from, along with the stomp card pile and the challenge deck. A team can have no more than 5 question cards in their possession at a time. Discard used cards in the box to avoid reusing. Okay, so we put our cards there. All right, so 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I keep those 5. All right, and then you get a challenge, and I get a challenge. All right, you first.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? Just read the card to you?
Yeah, and then you gotta flip it over, and then I gotta answer in that amount of time. And if I don't want to answer, I could do a challenge question. If I don't answer before the time run out or give a challenge, then I gotta stomp. I think I just told the instructions like 12 times. So if y'all play this game, don't even read the instructions. Just come back to this video and watch like the first 5 minutes, and y'all gonna know all the instructions. Because I've said them like 20 times at this point.
All right. Tell me something that you dislike doing for me, but you still do anyway. So if you don't...
Honestly, I don't think there's anything that I dislike doing for you. I feel like there's things that I enjoy doing that I feel like is not appreciated.
Take too long to answer.
Well, my time not up. That is my answer. That's my answer.
I feel like you had more to say.
No.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. Tell me something that you worry about that I don't know. I kind of feel like I know what the answer is going to be, but I'll see.
So if I don't want to answer it, then what do I do?
If you don't answer it by the time this runs out, or give me a challenge card, then you get a stomp card.
Challenge card.
Okay, so the challenge card say now you answer it. Okay.
No, you answer it.
No, you answer it. Tell me something that you worry about that I don't know. Our future. Not our future together. Y'all, I'm horrible at like my answers. I'm sorry. Not our future together. I just mean like our future in general. Like I think this is similar to one of the questions that was on Let's Get Deep. Like I wonder if we'll ever have kids, if we'll get more dogs, how long we'll be in this house. Like I worry about stuff like that. Not necessarily if we'll be together. Like I know we're going to be together,
like,
but it's just like I worry about stuff like, you know, like kind of like the goals that we set. Like I worry. Not worry, but like I stress sometimes. Like, are we going to meet
you
them?
You don't have to try to re-explain. I get it.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm clear that I don't worry about like whether or not we're going to be together. Like that's not the worry. It's just like, you know, what our life look like in the future.
All right. Yeah. Would you lie to spare my feelings, or tell the truth and hurt me?
Tell the truth and hurt you. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even get a chance to say it.
Let me tell y'all why I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm not gonna remember my lie.
She's very terrible at remembering.
I'm not gonna remember the lie, so I can't lie. I just have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Now I'll try to tell like if it's something that I feel like it's gonna hurt your feelings, like if your breath stink or something.
She's gonna take a minute and then she's gonna be like, you know, did she do this?
Yeah, that be me pondering.
Can I tell you something? Promise you won't be mad.
Y'all, that is my way of trying to
break it down, break the ice, and try to. She'd be like, "Can I tell you something?" I'd be like, "Oh my God, what is it, Chelsea?"
Because I be trying to say it in a nice way, you guys, but I have to get it out because, like, the thing is, if I keep it in, I'm gonna bring it up a few days later, so I might as well just get it out. Like, we could be riding in the car, and I'm like, "Baby, remember on Tuesday?" And Chris don't remember by that point, so it's like I have to get it out right then and there. So I'm going to tell the truth, and it just gotta hurt your feelings before I keep it in. But I'm gonna try to make it not hurt your feelings. So I do my best, y'all. I don't know if I want to know the answer to this question. Would you rather me leave you for a fling or cheat and stay? That's not what I thought the question said. What? Would you rather, like, not would you rather me, like, would you, right? Like, I thought it was like, I thought the question was me asking Chris, would he rather have a fling?
Would you rather me to have a fling or cheat?
Right, not would he rather me, but the question said, would you rather me?
You leave me for a fling.
Yeah.
Because then you ain't coming back to me with nothing.
Yeah.
you gone.
Yeah. Not only necessarily
And that saves me because I'm not hurt. I'm not as hurt. It's like I'm hurt in that moment, but I don't have to worry about nothing. You're not doing what you're doing and coming back in the same bed and do like nothing ever. Yeah, no.
Not even like, because Chris is talking more like STDs, and I know that because I know that's what Chris
and
mind is. But yeah, like emotional. Yeah, that's what my whole thing would be. Like, I would rather you just,
because you already checked out if you cheating.
Yeah, just go ahead and go. Like, the emotional damage is going to be done regardless. But if you go, like, I'm going to get over it. You get what I'm saying? It might take me some time to get over it, but I'm going to get over it, opposed to like you cheat and you stay and right.
Because you kind of would know. So.
Yeah. And I feel like it will always be in the back of your mind, you know?
Admit something that you argued about, but later found out that you were wrong.
Everything. Everything.
You don't even give me time to do
I flip mine.
Oh my God.
Everything. Okay. I'm not gonna say everything, but Chris and I have these arguments, like these very petty arguments all the time where it's like,
first of all, disclosure. I don't like to argue simply because 90% of the time she's wrong. But I don't want to argue because I don't want her to have to be wrong, loud and wrong. So I just don't like to argue.
Let me clarify. And the times that I'm wrong are the times where Chris is like, but you said this. But in my mind, I meant to say something else. But I might have, like, for instance, I would have been like, babe, we need to go to the store. But in my mind, I was more in detail. It was like, babe, we need to go to Walmart, Target. We need to go to Home Goods, da, da, da. So when we're in the car and we're going to all these places, Chris is like, you say you just need to go to the store, as in one store. And I'm like, no, I told you where I needed to go.
She'll say something like, you need to put the washer in the dishes. And I'm like, Chelsea, that don't make sense. What do you mean? Put the washer in the dishes. That doesn't make sense. And then she's like, I said, put the dishes in the washer. That's not what you said. And she's like, how you gonna tell me what I said? But guess what? I've had witnesses. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one is what I do all the time. I always mix my words up. I don't know why. So when it comes down to being loud and wrong, every time I'm always loud and wrong. I'm only not loud and wrong when it matters. Like when it's something serious, I'm not loud and wrong. Like I actually think things through. How much is my love worth to you?
It's priceless.
That was so sweet.
She looked at me immediately like I said something wrong. I'm like, dang, she don't know what that means.
No.
I'm like, did I say the wrong? I thought I said the wrong word.
No, that was so sweet. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what my answer would have been, but that's so sweet.
You probably would have tried thinking of like affinity or something.
That's so sweet. Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, what the heck? See?
Okay, go ahead.
I will always hold a grudge about blank.
I don't know, because I feel like you don't do anything to like you get on my nerve, but like you don't do anything to like make me like hold a grudge or just be like so upset that it's like, oh, I'm not talking to you tomorrow because I'm still mad. Like, it don't be nothing.
I do stuff like that.
He do. He do, but like, I get over it within 24 hours. They say always hold a grudge. I don't, like, my grudges last like 24 hours, if that. Yeah, so I can't think of anything that like I will always forever hold a grudge with you about, What's something I'm insecure about that you think is sexy? That's a good question.
Her smile.
He's right though. He's right. And it's not that I'm insecure about my smile. I just don't like. Chris hypes me up but the so thing is, much, y'all.
It's not just me. It's my mom and everybody else that like sees her. Like people see her picture, they're like, "That smile is contagious." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I know, right?
I've heard that literally my whole life, y'all.
That's the first thing I noticed.
Whole life, I've always heard that my smile is so beautiful. My smile is so bright. My smile is so contagious. Like even before I met Chris, I've heard that my entire life. I don't know. I just never really believed it.
One day you should believe it.
Yeah, I never really believed it. So he's right. And it's not that I'm insecure about it. I just, like I said, Chris hypes me up to like. if there was a scale of like 1 to 10, Chris hypes me up to a 20. And it's just like, and I appreciate it, but I don't know, I just,
Cause it's me.
and I don't think that he's lying. You know how sometimes like your man tell you, oh girl, you look beautiful. And then when I wake up first thing in the morning, he told me that, I believe he's lying. But like, Chris tell me all day, with makeup, without makeup, like anytime I smile, like he always tell me that. Even when we be in the car and I be driving sometime, or even if he's driving, he'll just be looking at me and be smiling. So it's like, I genuinely believe that that's how he feel, but I just feel like he hypes it up so much, and it's just like, I mean, I know I'm a little bit better than average, but you know, I feel like Chris be making me feel like I'm like top tier, A+.
All right, this one is actually similar to your question. What's something that you're insecure about that I don't know?
My butt. Do you know that? We kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, so he might know. Y'all, I have a big butt. I do. I think we
actually today.
Oh, today? We all know that. But I feel like as I'm losing weight, I feel like my butt is not going down as quick as I wanted it to. Like, I feel like I'm starting to look like I had surgery. And there's nothing against anybody who's had surgery. Do what you do. I mean, I've had surgery. So it's like, do what you do to make yourself happy. But I feel like I'm starting to look unproportioned a little bit, especially in these jeans I had on yesterday, y'all.
Ain't nothing changed.
I feel like I'm starting to look unproportioned because, like, my stomach is getting a little flatter, my waist is getting a little smaller, and like my butt is still there. So I would say the thing I'm insecure about right now is my butt. I wish it would like get a little smaller, yeah. What is something I need to stop wasting my time on? I know what I want his answer to be, but I don't know what if it's gonna be.
I'm wasting it. TikTok. Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm not on TikTok that often over the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I can see in the past where you would get that from. I was hoping you say work, so I could just quit. That's what I was hoping you said.
That's why she said she know what she want my answer.
That's what I was saying. But I mean, it's what it is.
How long would you stay with me if I lost everything?
Forever.
Oh, that was sweet.
Forever. I just feel like a lot of y'all may not know this, but Chris was very sick in the beginning. Do you mind? Okay. I'm sorry, because I just started talking. Chris was very sick like the first couple of years of our relationship, and I feel like that was the biggest test of our relationship. Yeah. We were fresh out in high school, and then fresh out of high school, living together, our first apartment, and I feel like it never felt like a burden on me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never looked at it like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You get what I'm saying? It was just like, you know, when you love somebody, you just do it without a second thought. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and the love you have for your parents is different than the love you have for your significant other, but it kind of puts you in that mindset of, it's no doubt. Like, you're just gonna do it. If it needs to get done, you're gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? So when that question came up, it kind of took me back to the days when you were very sickly, and it was just like,
because I was sickly.
I did what I had to do without any complaint, without any, you know, any second thought. It had to be done, and you weren't able to do it.
2017,
2017,
because I was still in my meds.
Yeah.
That's even after I started.
And we got together in 2009. So from 2009 to 2017.
8 or 7.
8. That's 8 years. Yeah. So for like the first 8 years of our relationship, and he was sick before that too, but I'm just talking about from the time we were together. So for the first 8 years of our relationship, like, you know, our life was a little different than what it is now.
It was definitely abnormal. It was definitely abnormal, and I was more so insecure being the man and not being able to do a lot of things. Because a lot of you probably don't know, I didn't get my license until 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have a driver's license. I wasn't able to drive. I wasn't allowed to drive. So I didn't get my first car until 2019. Like,
and for a couple of years, Chris was wheelchair bound.
Yeah, like full time. Like everywhere I would work, you know, I worked in retail, working in a wheelchair. Even at, you know, the job I'm at now. Before I moved, I was in a wheelchair up until 2017. Probably a little bit after that. So I made do with what I had. Still made things work.
Yeah. So if you lost everything, I would still be with you. I feel like as long as I can hold down what needs to be held down, and like we're not struggling, or I mean, even if we were struggling, I feel like as long as we got each other, because one thing I can say about Chris, like I know as a man, like it had to kind of hurt your pride, but at the same time, like Chris was there in every other area. Like he was there mentally, emotionally, you get what I'm saying, the things he could do physically, he was there. So that alone took a load off of me handling everything else that you couldn't handle, you get what I'm saying? So it's still kind of like, I don't want to say 50-50, because I feel like
Still kind of balanced.
it balanced out, right? Yeah, so it balanced out where it needed to balance, and if you lost everything, I would still be with you.
That's good to know.
Don't lose everything, but
I'm
still
good thing I don't gamble.
Right, but I'm still gonna be here. But in the event times got tough, I feel like as long as we still love each other, then we'll be able to get through anything. You know, if you could remove one person or friend out of my life, who would it be and why? Yeah, I'm interested to know, because
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in time, I probably don't have anybody.
Okay.
But before, I would have asked if I could remove more than one person.
I can understand where Chris is coming from, because you guys, I can be so, I don't want to say naive, but that probably is the best word.
She loves so hard to where she's naive to what people are doing and when people are using her. It's been so many times when people were using her, and I kind of just let it play out to a point where she realizes it on her own. I'll tell her, but you know, I just kind of let her do what she do, and then unfortunately, she in certain situations she has to learn until she gets hurt, and then when she gets hurt, she's like, well, dang, you know, you was right, but she kind of reevaluates, and then she kind of steps back into things. Like, now, don't get me wrong, she still goes back to being, you know, loving that person hard, but she keeps them at a distance. Yeah. Right. So it's like she kind of learned her lesson, but she still loves really hard. So, yeah.
I feel like I've gotten good to pick out the people who's like not good. Now I'm not gonna say not good for me, but not good to me.
Right.
You know, I feel like I've done really good over the last, especially since moving here, because like when you move away from home,
that space. Yeah. People can't just come to you and use it. Like they have to request to be, you know, for you to for you to be used. Like like people, like we used to have people even when we didn't have nothing. Like, I mean, we ain't got nothing now, but even before,
we got a lot now.
Yeah, I'm saying like we didn't have much. Yeah, and we had people using us, like reaching out and just asking for money and things and to do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we would drop anything to do anything for anybody. And now it's not like that, because we've gotten to the point where we say no, or we say, let me ask my wife, let me ask my husband, or let me make sure it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, a lot of times people kind of back off and say, don't worry about it.
Right. Because they know if they just ask me solely, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Like, I would literally give my last. Like, then don't get me wrong.
A lot of things changed once we got married.
Yeah. Then don't get me wrong. I'm not going to let any of my personal things go, like, without to give someone else. But if all of my personal things are taken care of, then I would literally give, like, let's just hypothetically say that, like, after all I pay all of my bills, I have $1,000 left. If somebody came to me and asked me for $1,000, I'm going to give them the whole $1,000. So it's just like I've gotten really good with that. And like you said, like, you know, when a reply is, oh, okay, let me talk it over with Chris first, the kind of the conversation kind of shifts. You get what I'm saying? So I have noticed that over the last couple of years, but I feel like I've done really good.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. Like, we've grown to kind of watch, and we watch each other's backs as far as, all right, you know, you got to be careful with this person. I'm not saying that you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of give each other warnings, and that way we can kind of open our eyes and kind of pay attention to things. And that's part of the reason why we don't hang out with too many people, because it's hard for us to trust people, because people have used us so much, you know what I'm saying?
And I think
people that use me or vice versa. And it's harder for me to trust people, so that's why I don't have that many friends. But I've learned to trust Chelsea's friends, and they, you know, they're my friends as well.
Yeah, so my friends I got now is A1, okay? All my friends is good now, right? Yeah. Like all of my friends.
All her friends, period. Like they all cool. They all, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, my friends from back home, my friends I've made here in Atlanta, like I've made some really good friends, and you know, I just feel like, I mean, I just feel like we've evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've definitely evolved. We've definitely grown. We've, like Chris said, known how to pick out. I think my biggest thing with friendships is, and my mom told me this all the time, my mom and Chris, it's like treat people the way you want to be treated, but also you can't expect you from other people. I feel like that's the biggest lesson that I learned, because in my mind, I'm not going to nobody asking anybody for anything unless I absolutely, like, it's a dire need. So when people come to me and ask me for things, I'm thinking it's a dire need, so I'm going to give it to you, and I'll be without so that you can make ends meet. You get what I'm saying? I think that was the biggest lesson I had to learn, that everyone is not like you.
Everybody is not like you. Everybody wasn't raised the same. Everybody doesn't have the same level of sense. People, everybody can have common sense, but they don't have enough. They don't have the same level. So, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, morals and all that stuff. Like, you can't go to John and ask him for something that you can ask Paul for. Because one, it could be where Paul has it and John doesn't, or it could be where Paul will have it, but you have to do certain things in order to get it from Paul, when John would just give it to you like it's nothing. So you can't treat everything in every situation the same.
So we're going to do one more card each, you guys, and then we are going to end this.
Next.
Oh, okay.
Because I just went. Because I started.
Oh, so I'm going to do one more card, you guys, and then we're going to end the video out. I hope this is a good one. I wish it was like deeper, so I could do deeper. Tell me something I do that you admire or inspires you. I kind of feel like I already know what it's
something that you do that I admire. It's a lot. It's a lot that she does, and it's so funny because I just watch her sometimes. Like, I think what I can say right now that I can think of that probably is in the forefront of my mind is how she manages life as far as prioritize things, because a lot of things I don't think about. I just kind of do things because it needs to be done, and I just do it the way I know how to do it. And she thinks about alternate ways, and that's part of why I almost want to say you need somebody else, you know, but that's part of why I'm glad that she is my partner, because she thinks of things that I would never think about, or it would take me some time to really, like, you know what, I should have thought about this sooner, you know what I'm saying? So the way she strategizes and kind of figures things out and kind of helps me maneuver in my life, and, you know, and it's so funny because I'll just replay that stuff to her when she needs advice. So that I admire the most.
I kind of figured you was going to say that, like something on the lines of balance, especially like with my crazy work schedule, and then how I always try to put in some time for us to do something, whether we're going to the mall and just looking around, or whether we're driving around in a car just to spend time together. Like, I always try to prioritize, because I know Monday through Friday is so busy. I always try to prioritize us on the weekends, no matter how tired we are, no matter how many things have to get done. Like, I always try to prioritize our time. So I kind of had a feeling that you would say something about balance, or, you know, how I prioritize things. So I enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the game. Most importantly, we hope you all enjoy the game. So
and
thank you.
Make sure you guys go and cop this. It's actually pretty fun. For us that played the quarantine pack only, this was pretty fun. So I, like she said, I can't wait to play the other ones. So that's cool. And we probably might even use the challenge deck on them too.
Y'all, this will be a good game night game, especially if it's like a game night with other couples. Definitely go cop it. I believe you can get it at Target, but we will link the their website down in the description. So we'll definitely also, when we post the clip on Instagram, we'll also tag them on Instagram. So definitely make sure you all go cop the game. It is Black owned, so support Black businesses. The owners were super cool. They were super down to earth. You know, they were just great gentlemen. So definitely cop it. It wasn't expensive. I think like $25 maybe. Yeah. So definitely affordable. You all definitely go cop the game. If you all play it, let us know how it went in the comment section below. Make sure you all like, comment, subscribe,
share,
and
turn on them post notifications. Hit that little bell down there so it dings, and y'all get notifications every single time we post, because we have been posting randomly. So make sure y'all stay tuned and turn on the post notifications, guys.
Because those post notifications, we're going to be checking for those when we do our next giveaway that's coming up very soon. So y'all might have to go ahead and hit that little ding, hit that little bell. But in the meantime, in between time, we will catch you all in the next video. You don't want to miss it, because the journey continues.